Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. And I will let you know this is extremely gross and disturbing, as I think it says in the YouTube title. I've chopped off the headline to allow me to read through that. Bay Area cop has been charged with masturbating in front of a family during a domestic violence call. So, seemingly, there was a domestic violence situation going on. Someone in the family called the police. Two police officers came over. One of them is called Matthew Dominguez, 32 years of age. And he took the lead in the investigation and he started speaking to a 23-year-old daughter. So the domestic violence dispute or such was in regards to, I don't know, that part is not entirely clear, but the officer concerned, Matthew Dominguez, seemed to focus on this 23-year-old daughter and basically followed her around the house a little bit. And we know that because of the body camera that he was wearing. It seemingly had the 23-year-old daughter in the view of the body camera for the majority of the time. And then, essentially, at a certain point, allegedly, this officer unzipped his pants and began rubbing his crotch. Both the mother and the daughter have attested to this. Then the daughter went into the kitchen, and apparently this officer, who had just unzipped his pants and was rubbing his crotch, allegedly, followed the 23-year-old daughter into the kitchen. And the mother saw the officer's penis outside of his pants, fully exposed. The mother and daughter went to find the father concerned, to basically say, "Excuse me, we have an officer in the house with his dick exposed." And the father said that he also saw the Officer Dominguez, facing out of the kitchen with his erect penis in his left hand and his right hand on the counter. So there he is, the officer, having a little chat with these guys whilst he's wanking off. I mean, that's not normal, is it? That's not normally what happens. I've not interacted with police too often, but I don't think that's a part of their training protocol. The charged behaviour is beyond disturbing, says the District Attorney Jeff Rosen, who also says law enforcement officers respond to our homes to help crime victims, not terrorise, traumatise and create new victims. Yeah, I'd agree with that, DA. I'd be thinking it's probably best for the officers not to start masturbating when they're going out to calls at people's homes. That would be my take on it. Perhaps not the best thing to do. The article also tells us that the San Jose police is pretty fucked up. It tells us also that in regards to the kidnapping of Brandon Cuella, I've made a couple of videos in regards to Brandon Cuella. Yesterday I made a video in regards to yeah, that's right, in regards to a woman that was being charged with, I believe, the murder of her daughter, 3 years of age, who was, the daughter died after being forced to go through a so-called exorcism that went on for 12 hours. She died of multiple injuries to her throat. She was forced to vomit multiple times. They were suppressing her chest, that kind of thing, strangling her over the duration of the 12-hour exorcism. And the young 3-year-old died. I think I've got those details correct. And that happened at the same church that the kidnapper befriended the grandmother in regards to the Brandon Cuella kidnapping. I hope you guys follow my videos, otherwise you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. But in any case, an officer that was investigating the kidnapping of 3-month-old Brandon Cuella was allegedly drunk during the investigation. And so the San Jose police, what the hell is going on? This officer here, Dominguez, is on admin leave following the incident, and his arraignment is scheduled for late June. And that's pretty much the details that we have here. He's being charged with a misdemeanor indecent exposure. And this happened April the 21st. So the article does give us a little bit more background in regards to why the family concerned made a phone call to the police officers, why there was a domestic dispute. Apparently there was a, what's it called? Apparently there was a restraining order violation. So I've not really gone into those points there. I mean, the important aspect here is that this one particular officer, Matthew Dominguez, thought it was appropriate to basically follow a 23-year-old woman around her own home whilst masturbating in front of the 23-year-old, in front of her parents. I think that's the only people that were in the premises, the daughter and the two parents and two officers. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. And I'm going to go on a little rant here. I've been saying in a few of my videos that I do think that there is a craziness going on in the world. And one of the reasons, or perhaps the main reason I think that, is because it seems to me that so-called normal, so-called law-abiding people, citizens across the world, are doing outrageous things. Often I'm seeing these articles of outrageous behavior, violence of various kinds, property damage of various kinds, attempted murder of various kinds. And this is another similar case. This is a police officer who decided to masturbate whilst on a call in front of the family concerned. I mean, that is so far from normal behavior. And I just question, where has this come from? Now, I'm presuming, and I could be presuming completely incorrectly, but I'm presuming that this police officer is a normal, sane, law-abiding citizen, and that this isn't his normal behavior. That's my assumption. I could be entirely wrong. But yeah, I just feel that there's something going on in the world in which people are losing self-control. People that are normally, do have self-control, they are dropping a filter. There's a filter that's being dropped, and they are, and I'm not going to say we, because I'm not doing it. I'm not guilty of this. They are, some of them, are just doing things that they themselves would feel are absurd, overreactions, and completely gross, bad behavior. I think good people are turning bad, just like that. I think good people are losing their self-control and doing horrendous things. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Maybe this Dominguez guy is a complete arsehole. Maybe he's always been a complete arsehole. I don't know. But my guess, could be wrong, is that he wasn't a complete arsehole. My guess is that he was a normal police officer, and for some reason, his ability to control himself disappeared. He had an urge, and instead of restraining that urge, batting that urge away, he indulged that urge with no, I'm going to guess here, with no consideration for the repercussions of that, for no consideration of the harm that would cause others, the distress that it would cause others, because this would cause distress. You're in the middle of some domestic violence situation, whatever that happens to be, you call out the police and they take out their penis and start masturbating. It's just fucking crazy. Anyway, I've gone on nearly a 10-minute rant there, so I'm just going to wrap things up here. Again, there is a link in the description if you want to find out a little bit more. I've kind of glossed over the whole reason for the call out in the first place, but other than that, I've covered all of the important details. If you do see value in this type of topic, if you think I've done a half decent job in covering it, please do show some encouragement, and I really, 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 really do appreciate All of the current encouragement you guys give me, the comments in particular, are wonderful. But please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. Have a look at some of the other videos. I'm pumping out multiple videos every single day. I might hit a speed bump every now and then, but pretty much most days, certainly. And so I'll wrap things up here, guys. Thanks for your time.